You've got the vision, you've got the colour scheme, you've got the paintbrush in your hand. And if you're standing there thinking, I am really going to DIY this, hold on, because this is your guide to how much it costs to get the professionals in. Let's be honest, painting and decorating isn't always as easy as it seems. If you're dithering about whether to tackle it yourself or get the professionals in, cost is probably the big decider. Painters and decorators have skills that have been honed over the years, meaning they'll generally do a better, quicker job than most of us amateurs can ever hope to achieve. They know about different materials like specialist paint finishes, which ones are worth it, and which are marketing gimmicks. And don't forget, they'll also have all the gear, which saves you forking out for tools of the trade. So how much is a painter and decorator going to set you back? Obviously, that depends on how big the job is, whether your walls are flaky or the woodwork's estate, and also where you live. London painting and decorating services are likely to be pricier than those in the north. But to give you a rough idea, we've put together some average trade prices. This is the typical rate for a painter and decorator, between £150 and £200 a day. Now, that's labour only, so your materials will be on top of this. But talk to your decorator before you buy your materials, as sometimes they can get them at a trade discount for you. For one room, you can expect to pay around £400, depending on the size and condition of the room. If you're doing up the whole shebang, you're looking at around £2,000 to paint a 2-bedroom flat, and perhaps £6,000 for a 5-bed house. For wallpapering, it's going to be a bit more, maybe around £450 per room. Now, if there's one area where I'm going to beg for professional help, it's the hall, stairs, and landing. This is the most awkward, time-consuming space in the house. There's tricky angles, acres of woodwork, and difficult-to-reach areas. On average, budget around £750 to paint the hallway, stairs, and landing. For me, it's worth every penny. The other surprisingly tricky paint job is the ceiling. If you've ever tried it, you'll know exactly what I mean. Apart from a head for heights, you'll need good, solid ladders, somewhere to balance the paint tray, and rollers with long arms, plus the miraculous ability to stop the paint ending up on the other walls and the floor. Taking everything into consideration, an average of £350 per room to have the ceiling painted perhaps doesn't sound like too big a price to pay. When it comes to the exterior of your home, it's a different ballgame again. You've got a whole new set of surfaces and materials completely different to indoors. They have to stand up to the rain, wind, and snow, so you need exterior paints designed especially for each surface, plus specialist equipment like longer ladders and maybe even temporary scaffolding. So expect to pay around £750 to £1,500 for professional help to transform the exterior of a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. As I said, these prices are just a starting point. In an ideal world, get 3 quotes before choosing a tradesperson to ensure you're getting experienced help at a reasonable rate. And if you love free property advice, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. This is packed with tips, updates, and insider need-to-knows. Click the link below and you'll get this and more delivered direct to your inbox.